Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you're here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wednesday. Today is October 5th. October. I love October. It's like my favorite month. And Christmas is also my favorite month. That's not a month. December. So October and December are like my two favorite months. October is just so beautiful to me. I just love it. Plus, it happens to be my birthday month, so I like October. Okay, so today, moving on, I have two really cute yet very simple little gift ideas for you. Now these, I have seen these many times at craft fairs. I've seen these on Pinterest. I've been doing them myself for years. I swear I do one of these for like every holiday. This is just a cute little box that holds 4 pencils. And I usually just decorate them depending on the holiday. I get these pencils at the Dollar Tree. I love them. They come, there's usually like 4 different styles and you get, or 3 different styles and you get 4 of each or 3 of each. I don't remember. Sometimes it varies. But I love, I buy them all the time. They're like $1.25. They have different ones like Halloween, they have Christmas, they have Valentine's, they have Easter. You name it, they have it. I just think this is such a cute little gift to give, especially if you've got like kids. What a great gift for them to give their classmates or their friends, or even like a thank you from a birthday party, whatever. It's just super cute. And then the other thing is, it's just a little mini, we're just going to decorate a little mini composition notebook. I love these little composition notebooks. They're so cute. I do decorate large ones as well. I know many people do. These actually come in a 3-pack. At the Dollar Tree as well. So whenever I see them, I always grab a few of them and I stock up on them. So today we're kind of just going to feature the designer series paper, and this designer series paper is found in our mini catalog. It is the Santa Express paper. I love the colors of this. I'm trying to find that. Here we go. So on page 17 of the mini, this is the designer series paper that we're using today. The colors are just truly one of my favorites, especially for Christmas. You got Poppy Parade, Petal Pink, Granny Apple Green, Evening Evergreen, Shaded Spruce, and Mint Macaron. And I love these colors together. I think they're fabulous. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm just adding tons of like cute little bows for ribbon. Adding the ribbon for the bows. So it's super cute. I love it. Let's get started. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. You don't need to memorize or pause the video if you don't want to for the measurements of the stuff that we're going to do. I have a free printable project sheet right in the link below. You just click on that. It'll show you pictures of our 2 projects. It'll give you a supply list and the measurements, okay? Also, if you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get started. So we are using 1 stamp set today and 1 die. The die that we are using on this one right here is this little cute little tag. And this little tag actually comes from the mini pocket envelope dies. For those of you who know me, know that I absolutely love this. If you follow my channel, you have seen me do a lot of gift card holders with this little mini pocket die. So this to me is a must-have die set. I absolutely love it. And then I needed something that was a little saying that would fit in this little tiny tag. And I actually found it in our penguin place. So we have the season's greetings right here. But what's cute is you can make up a bunch of birthday ones, like I said, going back to gifts. You could do happy birthday. I mean, they're so cute. It's endless. Okay, so let's start with this. All right, here is my book. You are going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper, preferably the same, because you want it front and back. Okay, so these measure at 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Now, I have found that every once in a while, the binding may be like a little more on one side than the other side, like it's not even. So if that's the case, then you might need to adjust your paper. I would always measure this beforehand. For the most part, it is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. But again, sometimes, like I said, the binding might be over a little bit more on the front than the back, and you might need to just adjust it. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I am literally going to just put some adhesive on all four here, but not on the binding. And I'm going to line this up right up to the binding. Now, I've already measured mine, so I have my pieces cut right. And then, oops, I'm gonna move this over just a tad bit. I didn't get that over. Oh my gosh, look at, I did that without ripping it. Kudos to me. I don't know how I did that though. So there must be a video god. Okay, see how like right now I have it just a tiny little bit there where I can still see a little bit of it. That's okay because we're going to put the ribbon right there. But I do want to share before we do this, you're going to need to flip this over and you're going to just kind of trim on the circles here. I can see just a tad bit of Designer Series paper on the side there. So I'm just going to trim around it. You know, they're from the Dollar Tree, so sometimes you're just going to have to trim a little bit. And then you're going to flip it over to the back, and you want the presents to be matching. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing. You just need to make sure that whatever Designer Series paper you're using, you're going in like the right direction, because you don't want your presents to be like this, but then you flip it over and you have them upside down is basically what I'm getting at. All right. And then I just laid that flat. Okay, now let's see here. There we go. We're just going to lay that flat like that. And then again, we're going to just go around the corners here and just trim a little bit. There we go. So there's our little book. Now I'm using the ruffle ribbon. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of measure like this and bring it forward enough to tie a little bow in the center here. So that looks like about enough. That's kind of how I measure it with my projects. But if you look, it is about 12.5 inches long. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, because I want my ribbon to stay down, this ruffle ribbon, I'm going to add a little layer here of the Stampin' Seal Plus. And then I'm going to lay it down. And then I'm just going to tie a little bow here. Or a little, like a knot, basically. Not even a bow. But I am going to double knot it. Just like that. All right. Now I have the center up like this. I'm going to leave the center up just a little bit, but I do want these to stay down. So I have cut a little piece of this white glittered organdy ribbon. I always say that wrong every single time. And I'm just going to tie another little bow around it. Well, knot, just like that. And then I have some, obviously, we're going to use some mesh, metallic mesh. I love this stuff. You need a little sparkle. This is what you do. And you're just going to tie another little knot. Now, if you want to trim it up a little bit and make them so that they're not so long, you can definitely do that. I just think this is super easy and super cute. There it is. How easy and cute was that? This could be a little gift for somebody to put in their purse for Christmas, for their shopping lists and things like that. It's a great little gift, a little gift to give a teacher. Super cute. So we're kind of going to do the same thing with the ribbon on this side, except for we're going to add some baker's twine. But let's go ahead and get started with this. So we need a piece of cardstock, and I'm using Evening Evergreen, and it measures at 3.5 by 5. And then we need 2 pieces of, I'm going to get out my Simply Score tool. I love this thing. But you are going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper for the front and the back. These measure at 1 by 4. Okay, so 1 by 4.5. Sorry, 1 by 4.5. And then, of course, you have your little tag, so we're going to set that aside. All right, so this is 3.5 by 5. Now, on the short side, we are going to go ahead and we are going to score this at 1/2 inch. We're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. We're going to score it at 2. And we're going to score it at 2 1/4. And then we're just going to turn our project to the landscape side, and we're going to score it at 1/4. That's it. That's all you do. There you go. This is what's going to be our little box. Now I'm going to get out my paper snips here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut at the bottom where the score line goes across. This is going to be the bottom of our little box. So we're going to cut on the score line here. And we're going to cut on the score line here. And I'm going to kind of cut in at an angle here and create these like little tiny darts. This will be a lot easier for you to do, for you to fold it in if you have those little darts. All right, so there's that. And all we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive on this flap here. So on this piece here, we're going to put some adhesive. But before we do that, we're going to use our bone folder. And we're going to burnish in the creases. Just like that. And then once we do that, we're just going to place it flat like this. Okay. So let's get out our glue. You can use Stampin' Seal if you wanted to. It probably would be strong enough. You can use your tear and tape, or you can use your green glue. I like to use my green glue when I'm putting together 3D projects, because if I make a mistake or I don't get it lined up right away, I like to have that couple seconds there where I can fix it, get it straight. And there we go. Fix it, get it straight, move it around. It gives you some more wiggle room is what it gives you. All right, I'm going to put the pencils in right now because, and I'm going to do every other one. Once I have the pencils in, I'm going to hold this down like this. I'm going to give it kind of a rub just to put some pressure on the seal piece of it. Okay. Now we are going to fold these in at the bottom, and we're going to fold one of these pieces down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue right on this little tab here. And then we're going to fold the other piece down. And then I'm just going to go like this, apply a little pressure. And then there we have it. There we have it. There's our little box that our little pencils go in. Super cute. Okay, so now we need to place our designer series paper on both sides. So again, I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus because I have it. I probably do not need something this strong on my designer series paper, but I'm going to. Now with this paper, I want to make sure that my ho-ho-hos are not upside down. So I'm going to do that, make sure that that's not. We're going to go like that on both sides. Super cute, super easy. Okay, so this is starting to come undone. It's not wanting to stay. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this Stampin' Seal. And then I'm going to go like that. Apply a little pressure here. There we go. I must not have put enough glue on it. All right, so let's do our stamping. I'm going to use Real Red today for our little greeting, Season's Greetings. And I'm just going to ink that up, and then I'm going to stamp right on our very tiny little tag. Super cute. I probably should have moved it over a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so I need some more ribbon. So I'm just gonna cut a little scrap piece of ribbon. Hopefully it's enough to wrap. Probably could have done something. Yep, nope, I needed something a little bit longer. I will use that for another piece for something. All right, so we're just gonna literally go off to the side here, and we're going to, again, tie just a knot. Then I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other two. I'm just gonna grab basically a piece of each of them. And I'm going to tuck this under, pull it through, and I'm going to just tie it over the knot. I feel like my fingers are super like fat today or something. Like they just don't want to work. Oh. All right, let's trim that up. And then we'll tuck this in. Got to get some of this gold mesh. I love this mesh. The day comes that Stampin' Up! Gets rid of it, I'm going to be so sad. It's like that white. Do you guys remember the white polka dot tooling ribbon? Oh, I miss that stuff. I loved that stuff. All right, so now we just need to add our little tag. And how we're going to add our little tag is we're going to use some of the Sweet Sorbet Baker's Twine. I know that Sweet Sorbet is not in this, but from a distance, you can't tell, and it looks way cuter than just using, you know, like linen thread. But if that's all you have, I would definitely use it. Or another, if you had just white, you could use white. You could use actually whatever you want. I just thought it was cute because it was stripes, and it just kind of added to it. All of it is cute. All right, and then I'm literally doing the same thing I did with that before. I'm just tying it over the knot, and I'm going to double knot this. And then I'm going to trim it so it's not so long. There we go. There are our easy, fun little gift projects. We have a little notebook, and we have a cute little pencil case. They don't take much time. They're super fun to make, and they're just cute little gifts. I love how they're just little gifts. Little stocking stuffers, however you want to do it. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's Weekly Wednesday. Please hit that subscribe button if you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.